What's up, everybody? Let's Talk Jets Radio. Quick video here. Thank you to everybody that joined me and Tyrone last night. Fun show. I'll be back live tonight with Tyson, talking Jets, 8 o'clock. We'll be taking calls, so if you want to call in, share your thoughts on Patriots week, give your predictions, feel free. I'm incredibly fired up for this game. I can't wait for Sunday. And I just wanted to quickly revisit one of the topics that we were talking about last night. And I've seen this floating around on Twitter a lot, as far as whether or not this is genuinely a must-win game for the New York Jets. And from the fan perspective, I fully get it. We've been the little brother to the Patriots for 2 decades now. Watching Belichick win Super Bowl after Super Bowl, division after division. It gets boring, it gets old, it gets tiring. I fully get it. And from an organizational perspective as well, they've owned us, and not only have they beaten us, they've embarrassed us on numerous occasions where, Belichick has no issue running up the score. He's one of the few coaches in football that does that, and he's done it routinely against the Jets. You look at the Thanksgiving game, the Bury the Football game with Rex. You got the game last year, was it 54-13 or some shit like that? He has no issue ever running up the score on the New York Jets when he gets an opportunity. So again, it hasn't just been that he's beaten us for 2 decades. He's thoroughly embarrassed us and outcoached us at every single level. So from that perspective, and losing the first game, of course, I fully understand why this feels like it's a must-win game. And from the standpoint also of, if you want to compete for the division, you don't want to lose 2 games to the Patriots. So in theory, if you could be in a potential 3-way tie with the Bills and Dolphins, all at 7-3, and you're 3-1 in the division, you put yourself in a really, really good chance, even if you don't win the division, to almost guarantee yourself a wild card spot, barring an epic collapse. So from that perspective, I get why there's this must-win label on the game, but I'm still going to say that it's hard to put a must-win label on a game where, if you lose, the worst-case scenario is that you're 1 game out of first place with 7 games to go. And even though they would have 2 losses to the Patriots, 2 divisional losses, could be tough to overcome, but they've also beaten the Dolphins already, and they've also beaten the Bills already. So the opportunity would still be there. Granted, it would not be easy if they win at Buffalo and at Miami in the final week, to finish 4-2 and to still possibly own all the tiebreakers. So it doesn't eliminate the possibility of winning the division, and it certainly doesn't eliminate the possibility of getting a wild card spot either. You'd be 6-4 with 7 games left, and really, at Buffalo and at Minnesota, probably the 2 toughest on there. I'm not going to discount Seattle. Geno Smith is playing great. Going to Seattle is always a tough place to play, so I'm not going to fully discount that game. The Bears are playing much better right now. Fields is looking good. The Lions have been competitive all year, but none of those teams are unbeatable. The fact that we just went toe-to-toe and actually beat the Buffalo Bills and made Josh Allen look pretty bad tells me that there's nobody on the schedule that we shouldn't feel like we can at least compete with. So I don't think that we're looking at an epic collapse here, but I am raising the bar as far as the expectations at the beginning of the year of 7-8 wins. That's out the window now, because like I said last night, you want to finish the year stronger than the way you started it. So they're kind of, in a way, a victim of their own success, being 6-3. You don't want to go backwards. You don't want to see Wilson regress. You don't want to see the defense regress. You want to see that this is maintainable, that they could do it year after year, and that these young players are actually getting better as they go along. So, I'm tempted to put a must-win label on it, as far as, again, raising the bar, expecting more from this season. I want 10 wins. I want 11 wins. I want to compete for the division. I really do. But, again, the must-win label to me has always been, if you lose this game, your season is either over or it's on the brink. That's kind of the way I've always looked at must-win games, where if you don't win this game, it's going to be very, very hard, if not impossible, to find a path to the playoffs. And I just think where the Jets are at right now, they've built up a lot of wiggle room where, do you want to lose to the Patriots? Absolutely not. If it happens to happen, they could absolutely recover from it. And I think that's worth pointing out also. Week 1, you lose to Baltimore, bounced back with a win against the Browns. Week 3, they lost to the Bengals, bounced back with a win against the Steelers. 3 weeks ago, they lost to the Patriots, bounced back with a win against the Bills. So it's not like this team has lost games and then, let it spiral out of control where it's 2 in a row, 3 in a row. We haven't seen that from this group yet. So the must-win narrative, I feel like, is also part of the same old Jets narrative in a way, where, you know, we're looking at the failures of the past, and for the entire season, I feel like we've tried to separate these Jets from same old Jets. So if we're really doing that, to me, the whole, you know, must-win game against Belichick, you know, and propping this team and this game up, right now, even though the Patriots are a decent team, they're still last in the division. So as fans being true division rivals with the Patriots and watching their success for 2 decades, I fully get it. But at the same time, your season is still alive if somehow you don't pull out this win. So I don't like the must-win label. As much as it feels like it's must-win, I don't like the label on it because the season is still alive and well if they don't win this game. I don't want the players feeling like, you know, if they do lose, that now where does their season go? No, your season goes the following week playing Chicago and a chance to get to 7-4 if that happens. But again, my confidence level, legitimately, I hate even talking about what-if scenarios if they lose. My confidence level is absolutely sky high for this game. I haven't been more confident in a game in a very long time with this team, especially, you know, playing a good team like the Patriots. I don't see them losing this game. I really don't. But like I said, as far as the must-win label goes, I'm not going to put a must-win label on it. It feels that way, again, from a fan perspective, an organizational perspective. But again, part of that is also looking at the same old Jets and all of their failures, which we're trying to separate, you know, from this group. So hope you guys enjoyed that little rant. Talk to you guys later tonight.